Thank you, Gaurangi. Thank you, Rashmi Mataji and Vinod Prabhu. Thank you so much. मेरे को लग रहा था आज क्लासिकल कीर्तन ही सुनते हैं सब तीन चार. So nice, Mataji. Great, very nice. Thank you so much, Mataji. Such nice. Thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So welcome to our evening session on Prabhupada Lilamrit. So we'll begin our session now. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Jagadguru Shri Hare Krishna. So, thank you all of us for joining. The only thing which bewilders me is कि हमारी भगवद गीता में we get 25 to 30 और ये लीलामृत में हमारे जो नंबर हैं वो कम हो जाते हैं. I don't know क्यों कम हो जाते हैं. क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि मुझे ठीक से लीलामृत पढ़ने नहीं आती है, इसीलिए भक्त लोग नहीं पसंद करते हैं. But so जो आ रहे हैं, I can say thank you for tolerating me, and so we'll begin our Lilamrit reading session. I will do the screen share. Ronnie Prabhu, can you allow me to do the screen share? Thank you. Hare Krishna. So we are here. ये जो मैंने highlight किया है, college life was demanding. So this is the second chapter, Lilamrit के हम सेकंड चैप्टर के ऊपर है और this is a chapter where we read attending the college. This chapter 2, college, marriage, and Gandhi's movement. So this is what we will begin today. So I'll read. College life was demanding. No longer was Abhay free to spend hours before the deities of Radha and Govind early in the morning. That had been a boyhood luxury. When he would daily pass hours in the Malik's temple before the golden forms of Radha Govind, watching the pujaris as they worship the deities with incense, flowers, lamps, musical kirtan, and opulent prasadam. As a child, he had played with the grassy compound of the temple or watched the men cooking kachoris on the roadside or bicycled or flown his kite with Bhavatarani, his life Bhavatarani's sister. His life had been centered on his home at Harrison Road. His mother's talks, his father's worshipping Krishna, these scenes were now past. Now he spent his days within the compound of Scottish Church's College. Here there was also a lawn and a garden with birds and even a small banyan tree. But instead of worship, there was study. The atmosphere at Scottish churches was academic, and even the casual conversation among the students as they gathered before the notice boards at the main entrance or passed in groups in and out of the main gates were usually about class assignments or collegiate activities. When Abhay was not actually sitting side by side with his fellow students, sharing a classroom bench before one of the long desks that stood row after row in the lecture hall, when he was not looking attentively forward during the lecture of one of his professors, usually a reverend dressed in a European suit, speaking a Scottish brogue and pronouncing words like duty as duty, when he was not actually in the classroom, hearing the lectures on Western logic or chemistry or psychology, then he was at his homework assignments, sitting at a table amidst the bookshelves in the college library, reading from an open book or writing notes while the electric fans overhead rippled the pages. Or he was at home with his father, sisters, and brothers, but reading his lessons or writing a paper for the reverend in the lecture hall. He had to abandon worshipping the Krishna deity he had demanded his father give him years before. He had retired his deities to a closed box. So we see how the sanskars on his, we'll see all the sanskars which he had in the, जितने भी संस्कार थे उनके बचपन में राधा गोविंद मंदिर जाने के और जो छोटे deities उनको दिए, we will see the sanskars remain, throughout his life, and we'll see what happened to the deities. We will see them also. So हम देख सकते हैं कि बच्चों को शुरू से ही भगवान के संस्कार देना, उनको पूजा अर्चना में कराना, even if we give them small Krishna dolls or other Krishna dolls on Nursing Day like that, is very important. And when he's studying, his focus became completely on studies. So we also have to see what is our material life and do it responsibly. So Gaur Mohan was undisturbed that his pet son could no longer attend to all the devotional activities of his childhood. He saw that Abhay was remaining pure in all his habits, that he was not adopting Western ideas or challenging his own culture, and that as a student at Scottish Church's College, he would not likely be exposed to immoral behavior. अब ये देखिए, अब ये कितना different है इनका, कि जो father है, though he is not disturbed, he is unable to do devotional activities or attend जो इनकी locality में जो temple था राधा गोविंद का, but वो क्या देख रहे हैं, that he remains pure, that he was not adopting Western ideas or challenging his own culture. क्योंकि बंगालीज में बहुत हुआ और जो वेस्टर्नर्स हैं उन्होंने बहुत बंगालीज को यूज किया because they were intellectuals to convince them कि हमारी जो अपनी वैदिक सभ्यता है वो अच्छी नहीं है, वो पिछड़ी हुई है, और and they wrote against our culture, and many of them, and they eulogized Western culture, Western civilization. So, जो पिताजी हैं उनके, he was very happy. Or these days we are very happy. Our children have Western ideas. They can speak so many French, German languages, and they can mix with so-called society. But his father's behavior towards him was very different. And he's saying, and he would not likely to be exposed to immoral behavior. Why? Because the right education has been given in the earlier stages. जो भागवतम पढ़ते हैं उसमें भी प्रहलाद महाराज यही बताते हैं कि जो बच्चों को भक्ति में बचपन से लगाना चाहिए. Then when they grow, even if teenagers, as a teenager, they may go here and there, but they will again come back. So it's very important. आगे पढ़ते हैं. Gaur Mohan was satisfied to see Abhay getting a good education to prepare for a career after graduation. He would be a responsible Vaishnav. He would soon marry and get a job. One of Abhay's classmates and close companions was Rupendranath Mitra. Abhay and Rupen would study together and sit side by side in the assembly hall during Bible class, uttering the compulsory prayers. Rupen noticed that although Abhay was a serious student, he was never enamored of Western education or ambitious for scholastic achievements. Abhay would confide to Rupen, "I don't like these things," and sometimes he spoke of moving away. "What are you thinking?" Rupen would ask, and Abhay would reveal his mind. Rupen found that Abhay was always thinking about something religious, something philosophical or devotional about God. Abhay studied the Western philosophers and scientists, yet they had no fascination for him. After all, they were only speculating, and their conclusions were not in the devotional mood and spirit of Vaishnava training he had received from his father and the Vedic scriptures. और देखिए उसका कितना फायदा हुआ प्रभुपाद को, because he read philosophy, और philosophy के अंदर उन्होंने जितने भी फ्लॉयड या जितने भी हैं फ्लॉयड, उन्होंने philosophers पढ़े, और अब देखिए बाद में कितनी प्रभुपाद की बल्कि बुक है पूरी की पूरी, कैसे वो भक्तों को, अपने डिसाइपल्स को बोलते थे कि आप किसी भी फिलोसफर की जो फिलॉसफी है वो बताइए, and then Prabhupada will cut that philosophy. So we can see that all whatever is unfolding now will all help him in the later years. This is how the life of pure devotees, it gets molded like this. You will see, even if जब हम पढ़ेंगे, अगर आप पढ़ेंगे रूप गोस्वामी, Sanatan Goswami, many of them, you will find what was their upbringing, how they got away, and how they again came back. So this happens all by Krishna's or Mahaprabhu's arrangement. And because he had good foundation, so he was never enamored by this Western philosophy, and he knew they may be intellectual, but they are speculating. They have no understanding of absolute truth. आगे पढ़ते हैं. The sudden access to the wealth of Western knowledge, which created in some an appetite to study deeply, and in others a desire to get ahead in the world through good grades and career, left Abhay untouched. Certainly, within his heart, he was always thinking of something religious, something philosophical or devotional about God. And yet, as a Scottish Church's college man, he gave his time and attention to academic life. So he was not irresponsible. His heart was into something else, but he knew that I'm in college, I have to study. One night, after his first year of college, Abhay had an unusual dream. Abhi dekhiye, the deity of Krishna, his father had given him, appeared to Abhay, explaining, "Why have you put me away in this box? You should take me out and worship me again." Abhay felt sorry that he had neglected the deity, and he resumed the worship of Radha Krishna at home, despite his assignments. So what he thought he won't be able to do, the deities, small deities, his father had given him, because there is a connection. So देखिए how the deity came into the dream. आगे पढ़ते हैं. In the class 1 year ahead of Abhay was a very spirited nationalist, Subhash Chandra Bose. So Subhash Chandra Bose was 1 year senior to Srila Prabhupada. He had been a student at Presidency College, but he had been expelled for organizing a student strike against a British professor who had repeatedly abused Indian students. At Scottish churches, Bose appeared to be a serious student. He was secretary of the Philosophy Club and was working cooperatively with Vice Chancellor Purkumath. From Subhash Bose and others, Abhay heard talks of Indian independence. He heard the names well-known in his native Bengal. Bipin Chandra Pal, who had fought to repeal the Arms Act, Surendranath Banerjee, who startled the British with his agitation against 1905 partition of Bengal. Lala Lajpat Rai, and most notably Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Scottish Church's college was strict in forbidding anti-government propaganda, but the students were sympathetic to the cause of home rule. Although there were no open signs of rebellion, students sometimes held nationalistic meetings in secret. When Subhash Chandra Bose urged the students to support the Indian independence movement, Abhay listened. He liked Bose's faith in spirituality, his enthusiasm and determination. Abhay wasn't interested in political activity, but the ideals of the independence movement appealed to him. Many Bengali speakers and writers expressed India's drive for independence, Swaraj, as a spiritual movement. For the nationalists, political emancipation was analogous to the soul's liberation from material bondage. Abhay was interested in devotional service to Lord Krishna, the absolute truth, a conviction he had imbibed from his father and maintained since childhood, whereas Indian independence was a temporary relative truth. But some of the leaders of Swaraj, while admitting that the Vedic scriptures were indeed absolute, asserted that the original glory of Indian culture could not shine forth for the world's benefit until India became free from the stigma of foreign rule. The foreigners, they pointed out, blasphemed and castigated the preeminence of Indian culture. Abhay had felt this also. In his assigned reading in M. Ghosh England's work in India, he had encountered the theory that the Vedic scriptures were impure, recent writings, and that India's had been spiritually backward culture before British rule and the spread of Christianity. There were many British insults against Shastras, such as Abhay's professors trying to discount the law of karma. But if India could gain national freedom, then everyone, not only Indians, but the entire world could benefit from India's highly evolved Vedic culture. So all those points which are being spoken, जो प्रभुपाद का जो मनोभाव बता रहे हैं कि प्रभुपाद का मनोभाव कैसा था, तो हम देख सकते हैं कि though he had faith in the scriptures and in the absolute truth he knew, but that time प्रभुपाद ये भी सोचते थे कि जो ये बोल रहे हैं फ्रीडम फाइटर्स, ये ठीक कह रहे हैं कि जब तक हम आज़ाद नहीं हो पाएंगे तब तक हमारे लिए बड़ा मुश्किल है कि हम जो हमारी जो सभ्यता है उसको कैसे ऊपर करें और कैसे लोगों की उसमें श्रद्धा हो. सो आगे पढ़ते हैं. The call to Swaraj, although covert, attracted virtually all the students, and Abhay amongst them. He was especially interested in Gandhi. Gandhi always carried a Bhagavad Gita. He daily read Lord Krishna's holy words and spoke of being guided by Gita above all other books. Gandhi's personal habits were pure. He abstained from all intoxication, meat eating, and illicit sex. He lived simply like a sadhu. Yet he seemed to have more integrity than the begging sadhus Abhay had seen so many times. Abhay read his speeches and followed his activities. Maybe Gandhi could carry spirituality into the field of action. The Gita's truth, Gandhi proclaimed, belonged in a most prominent place, where the Gita not only could be read, but could work for everyone's freedom. And the symbol of the freedom was Swaraj. Nationalistic sympathies at Scottish Churches College remained underground during Abe's years as a student. It was a prestigious school. A student had to study very seriously to obtain a degree there, and he could then look forward to a fine career. To speak openly against British rule and in favor of independence meant to risk being expelled. To lose education and career, only the most rebellious would dare. So the students met undercover and listened to the revolutionary leaders. We want Swaraj. We want independence, our own government, our own, sorry, our own schools. Gaur Mohan watched his son with concern. He saw Abhay not as one of the hundreds of millions of instruments meant to change India's political destiny, but as his pet son also. His first concern was for Abhay's welfare. While world events moved across the stage of history, Gaur Mohan concentrated on his son's future, as he hoped it would be, and as he had always prayed it would be. He was planning for Abhay to become a pure Vaishnava, a devotee of Radharani. He had taught Abhay to worship Krishna and be pure in character and had arranged for his education. Now, Gaur Mohan thought of getting him married. So, his focus, the father's focus, जो उनके पिताजी थे गौर मोहन दे, उनका focus उन्हीं पे लगा रहा और he was not so much concerned कि जो बाहर की जो movements हैं, Indian political movement और बाहर क्या चल रहा है, बल्कि उनका जो पूरा जो उनका focus था, वो अपने पुत्र के ऊपर था और वो यही चाहते थे कि he becomes a pure Vaishnava and a devotee of Srimati Radharani. आगे पढ़ते हैं. According to Vedic system, a marriage should be carefully arranged by the parents and it should take place before the girl reaches puberty. Gaur Mohan had gotten his first daughter married in the 9th year, his second daughter at 12 years, and his third daughter at 11. When his second daughter was going on 12, Rajni had said, I shall go to the river and commit suicide if you don't get her married at once. So this is now many years back, almost 80, 70, 80 years back. That was the culture. In the Vedic culture, in the Vedic system, there was no courtship, nor was the couple allowed to live together during the first years of the marriage. The young girl would begin serving her husband by cooking for him at her parents' house and coming before him to serve him his meal or by taking part in some other formal exchange. So though they were married, but they were not supposed to interact. The interaction was only when the boy comes, then she can serve something like that. That was the Vedic culture. Then as the boy and girl grew to physical maturity, they would become so lovable to one another that they would be inseparable. The girl would naturally remain faithful to her husband since she would have no association with any other boy as she grew to puberty. Gaur Mohan had many friends in Calcutta with eligible young daughters, and for a long time he had been considering a suitable wife for Abhay. After careful consultation, he finally chose Radharani Datta, the daughter of a Suvarnavanik family associated with the Maliks. Radharani was 11-year-old. After the meeting with her father and Gaur Mohan, both families agreed on the marriage. Although Abhay was a third-year student with no income, it was not uncommon for a student to marry. He would have no immediate financial responsibilities. Abhay didn't appreciate his father's choice of a wife. He had thought of marrying another girl, but in deference to his father, he put aside his reluctance. For the time being, he was living with his family and she with hers, so his marital responsibilities of supporting a family would not be immediate. First, he had to finish college. During his 4th year at Scottish Churches, Abhay began to feel reluctant about accepting his degree. As a sympathizer to the nationalistic cause, he preferred national schools and self-government over British institutions. But he could see that as Yet no such alternatives existed. Gandhi, however, was calling on Indian students to forsake their studies. The foreign-run schools, he said, instilled a slave mentality. They made no one no more than a puppet in the hands of British. Still, a college degree was the basis of a life's career. Abe weighed the choices carefully. अब उस वक्त क्या है, जो स्वराज की जो आंदोलन है वो पूरे जोर शोर पे है, और गांधी जी ने उस वक्त ये पूरा जोर शोर से किया था कि जो विदेशी जो कॉलेज हैं जो डिग्री रन कर रहे हैं उसको छोड़ दीजिए, और इनकी जो एजुकेशन है दैट आल्सो यू लीव. सो दैट इज व्हाट वाज गोइंग ऑन. आगे पढ़ते हैं. गौर मोहन didn't want Abe to do something he would later regret. He'd always tried to plan the best for his son, but Abe was 23 and would have to make this decision for himself. Gaur Mohan thought of the future. The horoscope said his son would be a great religious preacher at age 70, but Gaur Mohan did not expect to live to see it. Still, he had every reason to accept the horoscope as accurate, and he wanted to prepare Abe. He tried to plan things accordingly, but there was no way to guess what Krishna would do. Everything depended on Krishna, and Krishna was above nationalism, above planning and the laws of astrology, and above the desires of a modest cloth merchant aspiring to make his son a pure devotee of Srimati Radharani and a preacher of Srimad. Although Gaur Mohan had always allowed Abe to do what he wanted, he had also carefully guided him, always on the path he knew was best. Now, without interfering with Abe's decision about college, Gaur Mohan set about to arrange good employment for him, regardless of what else might happen. So he loved him to the hilt. हमने पढ़ा कैसे कितने उनके जो पिता हैं वो उनको प्यार करते थे, कैसे अगर मदर कुछ चीज के लिए मना भी करती थी तो करवा के देते थे. But when he grew old, then he left him to make independent choices. Not left him, but he made him make his own decisions in life. So this is a way to treat the child when he grows over 16-year-olds or 18-year-old. Then he becomes adult and he has to make his own decisions. आगे बढ़ते हैं. In 1920, Abe completed his 4th year of college and took the BA exam. Afterwards, with the ordeal of final examinations behind him, he took a short vacation. To fulfill a long cherished desire, he traveled alone a day's journey by train to Jagannath Puri. Srila Prabhupada. Every day of my boyhood, I used to think how to go to Jagannath Puri and how to go to Vrindavan. At that time, the fare was for Vrindavan 4 or 5 rupees, and similarly for Jagannath Puri. So I was thinking, when shall I go? I took the first opportunity to go to Jagannath. So on the 4th year, he took a vacation, and the first vacation he took was to Sri Jagannath Puri Dham. आगे बढ़ते हैं. He walked along the same broad street where for thousands of years the Rath Yatra procession in the market, shops displayed carved and painted wooden of cooked rice and vegetables were presented daily in worship before the deities of Jagannath, Balaram, and Subhadra. Abe entered the temple and saw the deities. On a side altar stood the Murti of Lord Chaitanya in his 6-armed form, manifesting himself simultaneously as Krishna, Ram, and the sannyasi Lord Chaitanya. आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों ने देखी है ये जगन्नाथपुरी में? You've seen? कितने लोगों में से देखी है कि जो जब बाहर जाते हैं दूसरे वाले गेट से बाहर निकल के लेफ्ट साइड पे तो देयर इज अ ऑल्टर जहां पर चैतन्य महाप्रभु is standing on his 6-armed form, 2 arms for Lord Krishna, 2 for Ram. Lord Ram is carrying the Dhanush and the bow. So Prabhu and saying seen saying ecstatically at the yearly Rath Yatra as the carts were wheeled along the main road, surrounded by thousands of devotees. Lord Chaitanya had danced and swooned in ecstasy of his intense love and separation from Lord Krishna. Passing over the parade route, child
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, your voice is breaking in between. Like there are time gaps. Hare Krishna.
It showed me in the middle, interference unstable. I don't know, Prabhuji. Should I ask other devotees?
I confirmed from few that there is a
Connection is not good. You can read, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So I'm saying maybe my connection is not well. So you can open France and read. We didn't do it today. The connection is showing unstable.
Hare Krishna.
Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Now I think it is better. Can you
Hare
try?
Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
But मैं कोई दूसरे उस पे जा रहा हूँ इंटरनेट कनेक्शन पे एक मिनट. Hare Krishna. Is it okay now?
Yeah, better.
हाँ? दो हैं वो 5G और ये 4G पता नहीं क्या. Okay. I'm sorry. Should I read it again or continue?
Little bit, I think. Maybe one
मैं
paragraph.
पढ़ता हूँ दोबारा से. हाँ. Thank you, Prabhu. He walked along the same broad street where for 4,000 years, where for thousands of years, Rath Yatra procession had passed. In the market, shops displayed small carved and painted wooden murtis of Lord Jagannath. Although it was not Rath Yatra season, tourists were purchasing souvenirs, and in the temple they purchased Jagannath Prasadam. In the Jagannath temple, 56 gigantic offerings of cooked rice and vegetables were presented daily in worship before the deities of Jagannath, Balram, and Subhadra. Abhay entered the temple and saw the deities. On a side altar stood the murtis of Lord Chaitanya in a six-armed form, manifesting himself simultaneously as Krishna, Ram, and the sannyasi Lord Chaitanya. ठीक है रोनी प्रभु, अभी आवाज ठीक है?
Yes, Prabhuji. Awaz is fine. Voice is fine.
You're saying I should drop the video? Okay, just once. Where to drop the video?
It must be on top.
Yes, Prabhu, that's top. Abhay entered the temple and saw the deities. On a side altar stood the murtis of Lord Chaitanya in a six-armed form, manifesting himself simultaneously as Krishna, Ram, and the sannyasi Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya was famous in Puri, where he had spent the last 18 years of his life, conducting Hare Krishna Kirtan with his followers and dancing ecstatically at the yearly Rath Yatra as the carts were wheeled along the main road, surrounded by thousands of devotees. Lord Chaitanya had danced and swooned in ecstasy of his intense love in separation from Lord Krishna. Passing over the parade route, Abhay recalled his own childhood pastimes, singing and dancing in the street beneath the cart, the procession, Radha Govind. Somehow, the fame of Lord Jagannath had inspired him as a child, and it had remained with him all these years. When shall I go to Jagannath Puri? His childhood dreaming of Puri and Vrindavan, and his compulsively studying the train tables, scheming since the age of 5 to travel here, were based on more than just a desire to tour Puri's marketplace, and he was not satisfied by once seeing the deity in the noisy, crowded temple. He had been impelled to come to Puri as a pilgrim, and his motive was his devotion to Krishna. देखिए कितने लोग जाते हैं और जो ज्यादातर लोग जाते हैं they go as a tourist or like a spiritual but not as a pilgrim. Many goes as pilgrim but many also goes as tourist. So जो बता रहे हैं कि कैसे that his was his mood was and motive was devotion to Krishna. Now, nationalism was strongly influencing his life, and he had recently married and was facing the decisions of graduation and career. Yet, here he was, hardly more than a boy, walking alone in Puri, where Lord Chaitanya had lived. Lord Krishna's Jagannath still resided. Abhay relished his break from the pressure of duties in Calcutta. He didn't know how the love he had felt for Krishna and Krishna's pilgrimage would fit into his life. दोबारा पढ़िए देखिए. He didn't know how the love he felt for Krishna and Krishna's pilgrimage place would fit into his life, and we will see how he will carry that the devotion he is carrying in his heart. जो प्रभुपाद के हाथ में devotion है, and he knew many, even in Odisha, many see Jagannath as a avatar of Lord Vishnu, but his concept was very clear. He knew he is Krishna himself. Krishna of Dwarka is not an avatar, but he is Avatari himself. And all these impressions, all these journeys, all these, what you say, जो अंदर से उनको अंदर से जो उनकी उठ रही है आवाज कि मैं जगन्नाथपुरी जाऊं, मैं वृंदावन जाऊं, और ये जो वृंदावन जहाँ जगन्नाथपुरी आए, और ये सब देख के all these will now carry in his later life when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will unfold his magic. He knew, आगे पढ़ते हैं, he knew that Krishna was more important than anything else. He was God, the supreme controller, and everyone's inner guide. हम लोग सोचते हैं ऐसे, हाँ, sorry, ये कहाँ चला गया? Oh, where I went? Okay, here it is. Sorry. So that Lord Krishna, ये देखिए कितना सुंदर है ये. He knew that Lord Krishna was more important than anything. He was God, the supreme controller, and everyone's guide. Do we think like this? We also have so many responsibilities. It doesn't mean that we become irresponsible. The thing is that do we know Krishna is more important than anything. He's God, the supreme controller, and most importantly, he is everyone's inner guide, provided we are willing to take that inner guidance. Inner guidance जो है, who will tell me how you get inner guidance? आप में से कौन बताएगा मुझे? When and how we get inner guidance from Krishna? Please raise your hands. Yes, Shivani Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, God glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, when we start our devotional path, then Paramatma sitting in our heart become the Chaitya Guru. So he gives the inner guidance.
Wow, very nice, Mataji. This is very nice. Okay, this is absolutely spot on. I'm looking also at the verse from Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Yes, Neha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I don't remember the verse, but I was thinking in terms of like when we surrender, when we are willing to surrender to Paramatma, then we have this, then we are able to reciprocate with him in terms of getting a guidance. So that was my idea. Hare Krishna.
Okay, anybody else? When we start getting inner guidance, Bhagavad Gita में कौन सा श्लोक है? Who will tell?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी,
Rashmi Mata ji.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Ashok.
हरे कृष्ण, सॉरी प्रभु जी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम। प्रभु जी, आर यू रेफरिंग टू 10.8 और 9 तेषां सतता युक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वक ददाति
Yes.
ददामि?
Yes. That is 10.10. 10.10 है. Thank you so much. This is 10.9. इसको याद रखिए. 10.10 को आप you make it like ton a ton. 10. So that ton a ton घंटी कब बजती है? That is तेषां सतता युक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं दामि बुद्धि योगं tam येन मम. So that happens when तेषां सतता युक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं. When we are 24 hours engaged in our thoughts are fixed on the lotus feet of Krishna. Tesham satata yuktana, satatam yuktana. Constantly we are engaged. Bhajatam, and how? क्योंकि वो तो कंस भी करता था. He was also हमेशा भगवान का ध्यान करता था. But favorably. Bhajatam priti purvakam. So then, when we do like this, then Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam. At that time, Krishna, with Shivani Mataji very nicely, and a technical point thank you Shivani Mataji, that was a very nice technical point. She made a philosophical point at that time. Whenever as we start chanting, the Tesham Satata Yuktam is a later stage, but as we start chanting Krishna's name, then and we our face towards Krishna, then the super soul in our heart becomes a Chaitya Guru. So इसीलिए जो super soul है, जो परमात्मा है हमारे हृदय में बैठे हैं, उनको प्रार्थना करना, और जो भी हमारे डिवोशनल सर्विस में जो भी अच्छी चीजें हो रही हैं उनके लिए उनको धन्यवाद देना बहुत जरूरी है. Like this, or like this Vishnu Tattva, and similarly, anyway, we'll discuss some later class. So main thing is कि understand कि when we are engaged in devotional service, our thoughts are fixed on Krishna, and we're doing it out of love, not out of duty or by force कि अब ये हमने आए हैं तो अभी हमें करना पड़ेगा. So not like that, out of love we do this, then Krishna starts guiding us as a Chaitya Guru from within our heart. Thank you Shukru for this nice verse. But there आगे बढ़ते हैं. But there was so much token superficial service to God. Even the nationalistic speakers, although they carried the Gita on their person, were more intent on nationalism than on Krishna. Only those who were sincere devotees knew the importance of attraction of Krishna, people like his father. Well, क्या है? Many people, they speak, but there was so much token superficial service to God. ये हम आज भी देखते हैं, जो लोग बोलते हैं कि हम हिंदू धर्म को स्थापना करना चाहते हैं, या हम हिंदू हैं, या गर्व से को हिंदू है. Like that, they have this pride about being Hindu, but their service to God is superficial. Why? Because they are more or less nationalistic people. They are not spiritual people. They do not understand spirituality. So service to God is only superficial. Their main concern is nationalism, which compared to spirituality is a very lower stage. Because it is it is a very lower stage to think about nationalism and all. It's a very lower stage. Why it is like this? Raise your hand. Who will tell? Yes, Ankita Mataji.
Prabhuji, it is on a material level. So maybe in this lifetime we are a Indian, and in the next life we may be born as a in Pakistan or in China. So it is on a very temporary basis.
Yes, it is correct. But so that is, it is absolutely correct, Mataji. It is temporary. इस जन्म में है, अगले में क्या होंगे पता नहीं. But I'm still looking for a far, a little more sharper understanding. This is correct. What you have spoken is absolutely correct. Yes,
Hare
J.K. Das
Krishna
Prabhu.
Prabhuji, can you please repeat the question once?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes. Yes. Prabhu.
My observation is that because it is on a bodily platform, all nationalism is, but we are spirit, so it is on the spiritual platform. It is far above.
Thank you, J.K. Das Prabhu. Yes, it is a correct answer because it is to do with aham mameti, me and everything attached to my body. You know, so like that. So uh, the whole consciousness is because it is based upon because I have taken part. So center is me, not God. Thank you, J.K. Das. So आगे पढ़ते हैं. Only those who were sincere devotees knew the importance and attraction of Krishna, people like his father. An odd incident occurred at Puri. Gaur Mohan had given Abhay a letter of introduction to an acquaintance who lived in Jagannath Puri. Abhay went to see him and was well received. When the man was offering him lunch, however, Abhay noticed a small lump within one of the cooking pots. He questioned his host, who replied, "Oh, it is meat." Abhay was unable to restrain his shock. "No, what is this? I have never taken meat." Abhay looked at his astonishment. "I never expected this at Jagannath Puri." Ashamed, his host said, "I did not know. I thought this was the best." Abhay pacified the man, but he put his food aside and took no more meals there. After that, Abhay ate only the Jagannath Prasadam from the temple. Abhay stayed in Puri for 3 or 4 days, wandering around the holy places and visiting the famous Puri seaside with its sparkling beach and strongly pounding surf. Several times, he recognized some of the priests from Jagannath temple as they smoked cigarettes, and he heard of other unsavory activities of the sadhus connected with the temple. What kind of sadhus were these who ate fish with their Jagannath prasadam and smoked? In this respect, he found Jagannath Puri disappointing. Can you believe? He is gone there on a pilgrimage and he's taken darshan, being outside. 23-year-old man, young man, bachelor, he's feeling disappointed by seeing the local culture prevalent there. I was also remembering how last December we were in Jagannath Puri, and to many devotees I requested to come, and some of you came, some couldn't come, and anyway, I'm sorry. आगे पढ़ते हैं. When Abhay returned home, he found his young wife crying. Oh, he was married by that time. I'm sorry. Yes. When Abhay returned home, he found his young wife crying. Then he heard how her friends told her, "Your husband is not coming back." He told her not to worry. There was no truth in the story. He had only gone for a few days and was not back. She's a very young girl, and people teased her, or she started She was crying and crying, thinking my husband had gone alone somewhere and won't come back. Although his marriage had only recently begun, Abhay was dissatisfied. Radharani Datta was an attractive young girl, but Abhay had never really liked her. He was thinking maybe a different wife would be better, a second wife besides this one. In India, it was socially acceptable to marry a second wife. So Abhay decided to take the matter into his own hands. He made arrangements to approach the parents of another girl. But when his father heard about it, he called Abhay and said, "My dear boy, you are eager to take a second wife, but I would advise you not to." Ab suniye aage. It is Krishna's grace that your present wife is not to your liking. Take it as a great fortune if you do not become too attached to your spiritual life. Can you imagine this advice coming from his father? He's saying, it is Krishna's grace that your present wife is not to your liking. Take it as a great fortune if you do not become too attached to your wife and family. That will help you in your future advancement in spiritual life. That even in a 23-year-old man, boy, his son, that his father, is looking at his child becoming advanced in the spiritual life. That because he always wanted him to be a preacher of Srimad Bhagavatam and a pure Vaishnava. This is how a pure, simple-hearted devotees think. I was hearing or reading Mahabharata, and I was reading how they are going through. They are in the jungle, all the Pandavas, and they've gone. जब वो लक्ष्य ग्रह के बाद, लक्ष्य ग्रह जलने के बाद, वो किसी को बताते नहीं हैं कि वो बच गए, और वो जंगल में जाते हैं और वो घूम रहे हैं और उसको व्यास देव आते हैं, and then he gives instructions, and then after some time, now they are thinking, what is destiny stored for us? They are thinking, they have complete faith that some sign or something will come. What are we supposed to do next? And they knew that everything what is happening is what Krishna wants. So there are many times they're thinking, we don't know what Krishna is thinking next, like that. But हम लोग ऐसा नहीं सोचते, unfortunately. How do we think? I want this. I want Krishna to help me in this. I want Krishna to do like this. So we think our intelligence is much better than his intelligence. We don't have faith in Krishna's intelligence. We think he's powerful, he's God, he's almighty. So a combination of his power, उनकी शक्ति और मेरी बुद्धि is a very potent combination. ऐसे सोचते हैं कि बिल्कुल ठीक जोड़ी है. मेरे से ज्यादा समझदार कोई नहीं है जिसको सब पता है कि मेरे लिए क्या अच्छा है क्या बुरा है, और उनके साथ उनके जैसा कोई ताकतवर नहीं है. तो ये कॉम्बिनेशन बहुत अच्छा है. बट ये कॉम्बिनेशन अच्छा नहीं है क्योंकि हमारी बुद्धि जो है, it is a condition, we are a conditioned soul. So one should always have, देखिए जो उनके पिता हैं, he's a simple hearted Vaishnava, but he's taking everything as a Krishna's grace. Even anything, आप सोच सकते हैं कि किसी के his son has got married, it was a major milestone for him. उन्होंने उनकी पत्नी जो है लड़की देखी उनके लिए, और वो जो son is saying I don't like, and he's saying no, take it as a great fortune, as Krishna's grace upon him. He didn't lament, okay, I'm sorry, मेरे से गलत लड़की ढूंढी गई या भाग्य खराब था या मेरा. He didn't. He saw everything as Krishna's grace, which will help us. So such mentality, if we remain such simple heart devotee, और अगर हम इस तरह से अपने जीवन में हर अच्छी या बुरी चीज में हम देखते हैं इसमें भगवान का हाथ है और वो हमारे लिए ठीक है. उसका रीजन ये है कि जब जो भगवान के भक्त हैं, जब भगवान के नाम का उच्चारण करना शुरू करते हैं और भगवान के भक्तों की शरण लेते हैं, देन इमीडिएटली हमारी जो गियर है, जैसे रेल की पटरी जो है वो चेंज होती है, ऐसे करके ऐसे ट्रैक चेंज हो जाता है, आवर ट्रैक चेंजेस. देन व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि जो हमारी जो बागडोर है from material energy, it comes to the spiritual energy. Krishna himself takes charge through his spiritual energy. Because spiritual energy means his direct energy. Like that. Then we come. Then we should never lament. We should never feel lonely. We should never feel disheartened. But we should know कि जो पिताजी हैं अगर ऑरेंज जूस दे रहे हैं अच्छा ठंडा तो वो भी ठीक है, अगर करेले का जूस पिला रहे हैं जो कड़वा है बिटर है तो वो भी ठीक है, क्योंकि दोनों ही केस में जो पिता हैं वो जानते हैं कि मेरे लिए क्या ठीक है. सो विद दैट इफ वी लिव वी विल धीर, जो भगवान बोलते हैं सेकंड चैप्टर में धीर. सो वी विल बी धीर इफ वी नो एवरीथिंग व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, वी डू आवर थिंग्स properly, but we don't become hanker or lament unnecessarily. आगे पढ़ते हैं. Abhay accepted his father's advice. He wanted to obey his father and he appreciated the saintly viewpoint, but he remained thoughtful, a bit awed by his father's forethought, and he wondered how one day in the future he would be advancing in spiritual life and be grateful that his father had done this. Your future advancements in spiritual life. Abhay liked the idea. He reconciled himself to the wife he had been given. So he reconciled to the idea. He accepted the forethought, the guidance जो उनके पिताजी ने दी. He accepted it. Abhay Charan De's name was included on the posted list of students who had passed the BA exam and who were invited to appear for their diploma. But Abhay had decided he didn't want a diploma from Scottish Churches College because he was moved by Gandhiji's Swaraj calling. Although as a graduate, he would have a promising career. It would be British-tainted career. If Gandhi succeeded, India would soon be rid of British. Abhay had made his decision, and when graduation day arrived, the college authorities learned of his rejecting his diploma. In this way, Abhay registered his protest and signaled his response to Gandhi's call. So you can see how strong-willed was he. He did the diploma, उन्होंने अपनी डिग्री पूरी कर ली BA की, और अपना डिग्री या डिप्लोमा लेने नहीं गए, saying I would reject it. Gandhi's protest had increased its pitch in recent months. During the war, India had remained loyal to the crown in hopes of generating British sympathy towards the cause of independence. But in 1919, England had passed the Rowlatt Act to repress the move for Indian freedom. Gandhi had then called on all Indians to observe a hartal, a day in which people all over the country had stayed home from work and school in protest. Although it had been a non-violent protest, 1 week later in Amritsar, in the public square known as Jallianwala Bagh, British soldiers shot to death hundreds of unarmed, defenseless Indians who had gathered for a peaceful meeting. Gandhi then lost all faith in the intentions of the empire towards India. Calling for a complete non-cooperation, he ordered a boycott of everything British: commodities, schools, courts, military honors, and Abhay, in refusing his degree, was moving to align himself more closely with Gandhi's independent movement. But his heart was not into it. Just as he had never given his heart to the college studies, to earning a degree, to his wife, so he was reserved about becoming a full-fledged nationalist. Abhay had become inclined towards the cause, but never really convinced. Now, out of school, out of work, caring little for his career, education, or wife, he remained at home. He tried his hand at writing poetry for the occasion of a friend's wedding. He read Srimad Bhagavatam and the latest speeches of Gandhi. He had no immediate plans. Let's see. Okay, I can do one more. Gaur Mohan had plans for Abhay, and the college degree he had been an integral part of those plans. आप सोच सकते हैं कि पिता को खुद से कितनी आशाएं थी कि शादी हो गई और अभी कॉलेज कर लेगा और इसको अच्छी नौकरी मिल जाएगी, बट अब उन्होंने अपना जो डिग्री है उन्हें लेने से मना कर दिया. अब देखिए उनकी थिंकिंग कैसी है. Gaur Mohan had his plans for Abhay and the college degree had been an integral part of those plans. But Krishna, it seemed, had other plans. Again, he didn't lament, मेरे पुत्र ने क्या किया, मैंने कितना सोचा था, but he saw it also as Krishna's plan. The political protest of refusing the Bachelor of Arts degree was more of a mark of honor than a social stigma. And Gaur Mohan did not reproach his son for it. But Abhay still needed to take up some kind of work. Gaur Mohan approached his friend Karthik Bose and asked him to employ Abhay. Dr. Karthik Chandra Bose, an intimate friend, had been the family doctor since Abhay's childhood. He was a distinguished surgeon, a medical scholar, a chemical industrialist. He had his own establishment, Bose Laboratory, in Calcutta, where he manufactured drugs, soaps, and other products for the pharmaceutical industry. I remember how in the initial days when Prabhupada went to US, you can see how pure and simple-hearted Prabhupada was. और एक बार उन्होंने उनके जो शिष्य हैं जो शुरू के थे उस एक शिष्य ने बोला कि प्रभुपाद हम लोग पकड़े गए because we were dealing in drugs. और Prabhupada in his innocence said, but don't worry, I was also dealing in drugs when I was in India. And they were shocked what Prabhupada said. What is Prabhupada saying? Prabhupada didn't know what drugs they meant and what drugs, medical he was talking about. This is how Prabhupada, I just remember. आगे पढ़ते हैं. Dr. Bose was well known throughout India as the first Indian to manufacture pharmaceutical preparations that had formerly been monopolized by European firms. He agreed to accept Abhay as a department manager at his laboratory. Although Abhay knew little of the pharmaceutical industry or of management, he felt confident that by reading a few related books, he could learn what he needed to know. But when this new young man was suddenly given the post of department manager, several workers became dissatisfied. Some of them were elderly and had been 40 years with the firm. They voiced their dissatisfaction amongst themselves and finally confronted Dr. Bose. Why had this young man been put in charge? Dr. Bose replied, oh, for that position, I needed someone I could trust like my own son. He is signing checks for 40,000 rupees. I could only entrust the personal handling of my account in that department to him. His father and I are very close, and this young man is known to me practically as my son. Hare Krishna. So it's already 8:33. So we'll end the class now. If somebody has any comment, share. Otherwise, we'll end the class now. So, no comments. Thank you so much. We'll end the class now. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deva Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pashati Deshakari Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Vancha Kalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mother.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you.
Hare Krishna.